Something that is very common with people that collect watches or like watches or buy a whole bunch of watches, or I'm going to say it, that are addicted to watches, is that we also get addicted to different things. Like I have a whole bunch of knives, cameras, lenses, and it comes in phases. There's times I'm buying knives, other times I'm buying watches, other times I'm buying different stuff. Like I like wallets, stuff like that I think I get addicted to, and then I go on this hunt for something that I don't really know what I'm looking for until I think I find it. But anyways, that's the way addictions work. Now, today I want to talk about a different addiction with microphones, which is pretty odd because you would think what's a big deal with microphones, but it does happen. You get addicted now. I don't know if I have a collection or I'm hoarding a whole bunch of microphones. Anyways, this is a watch channel, and I'll just really quickly show you guys the watch I'm wearing today, just because anytime I see a video and I see somebody wearing a watch, I'm always thinking, what watch is it? In this case today, I happen to be wearing the Breitling Super Ocean 42, which is a really nice watch. And for no particular reason, it's just the watch that I was wearing today. But this video is about microphones, not about watches. So the microphone that I started with, hold on, was this Sennheiser 935E, which honestly I could have done perfectly fine with this microphone. I never need anything else. I do have different YouTube channels, and this microphone I've had for a few years now, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this microphone. The only thing that I started noticing, well, there's two things. The number one is I didn't like how it looked on camera. That's one thing. The other thing is, as soon as I tilt from move away from the directly from the front of this microphone, just even a little bit, my voice goes away right away. So this microphone has to be right up to my mouth, and that's where you're gonna pick up the best sound. The minute I just even a little bit of distance, you'll hear the difference. So I started looking at a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and that was my first mistake. I started thinking, what mic could I buy to replace this mic that sometimes I don't do my YouTube videos with earphones usually, but in this case I'm doing them with earphones because I'm gonna be talking about different microphones and going through microphones. So that's why I have the earphones on. But as you guys can see, the minute I even just a little bit, I'm still talking in front of the mic, but it's I'm not directly in front of it. Even just a little bit, you'll see that my voice is lost. So somebody that doesn't wear earphones when I do videos and having a mic like this, I start realizing I need a different mic. Unless I'm gonna have this mic right in front of me and it's gonna be covering my face, then I start looking for mics. So I started looking at YouTube videos, and that's where the whole addiction happened. So after this mic, I started looking at videos, and I started noticing that everybody had the Shure SM7B. And I thought, that seems like a great mic. There's a reason when you see something like a Rolex Submariner or an Omega Seamaster or a Omega, what's the chronograph? I always forget that the Speedmaster. When you see those type of watches, there's a reason why people like that watch. There's a reason why most collectors or most people that are into watches like those particular watches, and that's because they're great watches. The dimensions are right. The look is right. There's way too many things that are right with it. So there's a reason why people like that watch. So of course I went and bought a Shure SM7B, which is honestly an amazing microphone. Now I have that one, and I have another one here. Now we're talking to this one. Now the Shure SM7B is honestly a great mic. It's a great microphone. It sounds good. I can move away to the sides, even back from it a little bit, and you'll still pick up the noise pretty good. Or I'm sorry, the voice pretty good. But then I started thinking, I don't want this big microphone in my shot. And I sometimes I'd put it on a mount like that, or I'd have this YouTube look with a mount. And I do like the sound, the voice, the the way my voice sounds on this microphone. I do like it. I do think it's a great mic. I played around with the settings a little bit, and I think the way it already comes out of the box is just a great microphone. It sounds good. I think it actually does look good, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, man, I don't want the microphone I don't want just that YouTube look, but I do like having a microphone in front of me. That's the one thing I do like. I know there are people that put a shotgun mic at a frame, and I think that's good, but I do like having a microphone in front of me. It gives me a little bit of confidence when I'm talking. I feel like I'm actually talking to a microphone. It's hard enough to talk to a camera, but when you're talking to a microphone, then to me it just gives me a little bit peace of mind. And I know where I'm. There's a reason why I'll tilt my head this way, just because the microphone's here. But I do have two. The reason I got two is because I thought if I ever do a video with somebody else, it'd be nice to have two of these mics. But I thought it was just too big, too bulky, too YouTuber like. So I went out looking for microphones, and I saw a whole bunch of reviews on the Pod mic, which is right here. I got this. I have actually two of these because I also thought I actually like how these look more than what the Shure SM7B. I actually do like this look a little better, this microphone. So I of course I went out and bought two, thinking, if I ever do have somebody with me on the channel, then we can have two. And I somehow, to me, this is a smaller, better looking microphone. But honestly, the sound, even though I had this one first, the sound is not as good. Honestly, it's just not as good. So I was still on the search. I bought these two. Of course, my wife thought, why are you buying all these microphones? Are you going nuts, or what's going on? It's really hard to explain to the wife why why I need another microphone or another knife or another watch. I understand it, but at the same time, it's the same reason she needs another pair of shoes and a different purse, different brand, different color, all that. So I guess it's the same. So I had this mic for a while. I used it in a few videos. I just didn't like that YouTuber look too much. So of course I went into different microphones, like the AT2020, no, 2035. No, I got the AT2020 first, which is this mic. I'm not going to take all the mics out of the boxes, which is a good mic. It sounds good. It's a different aspect. It's a mic that you talk into the front of it. So you set it up a little bit different. It was okay. Just a little bit too much treble for my voice. And then I got the 2035, which is a better, looks about the same. It's like $50 more, but it is definitely a better microphone. But at the same time, I just never really liked the look. It didn't feel right. I'm trying to put these microphones where they don't fall. And I wasn't too much into that sound, I think. So after that, I went and bought there's a mic that I think that's like a grill mic for a lot of people, like a Rolex Submariner would be for watch guys. And that is this mic right here, the Noyman TLM103. And honestly, it is a grill mic. It comes in a beautiful box. I bought this mic brand new. I went and bought this microphone. And honestly, when I bought this mic, I said, you know what? This is going to be it. This is my one and only mic. This is the mic I'm going to keep. It looks good. Sounds excellent. Now I can stand away from it, or I don't have to be right up on the mic. I can be at a distance. I think it looks really good on TV or on your screen, or through the camera. Honestly, the sound is amazing. It's a Noyman, so this is top of the line. This is a microphone that a lot of people wish they could buy. But in reality, when you start looking at microphones compared to watches, like I'll use this watch that I have on as an example. It's a Breitling 42 millimeter Super Ocean 42, which is, I think I paid like $3,000 for it, which is not a lot of money for a watch. in the grand scheme of things. Even though $3,000 realistically is a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much money compared to what other watches are worth. Then you look at a mic like this, which is there's mics that are much higher tier, but for YouTube, I think this is like top tier for a YouTuber. And with insurance and everything, I paid like $1,300 for this microphone. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much money. So I had this microphone for a while. It is a great mic. It is a condenser mic, so it picks up any noise around. This little studio that I have here is not treated, but it's isolated from my house. It's a separate building. Sometimes you'll hear cars, driving by or dogs barking from the neighbors. But I thought this was going to be my microphone, and I had no reason to look for other microphones. There's no reason in the world to buy another mic, but of course that's the way these things work. So I started looking around, and then what else did I get? Oh, okay. So I found a microphone. This is the RE20. We're going to talk about this microphone in a minute. So I started looking around, and I walked into a pawn shop, and they had this really cool looking microphone. And this is a blue mouse. And I just thought, man, this looks really nice. It's going to look nice on the video. And honestly, I do have one or two videos on different channels. I don't remember what channels. Honestly, this microphone actually gave me a better sound than the Noyman, at least for my voice and for the earphones. And that's something that I want to clarify. Any microphone is going to sound different on every voice, on every room, and on every set of earphones. And the earphones make a big difference. I have a whole bunch of earphones too. Some of them pick up a lot of bass. Some of them pick up a lot of treble. So on these earphones, I can like one microphone better than the others. Then I'll change earphones and I'll realize, oh my God, that's got too much bass or too much treble. But the main test is when I listen to a video in my car or just off my phone, because most people are just going to look at videos and listen through their phones, not even through earphones. Or many people listen through iPods. So I think the biggest test is listening through iPods and through your car. And this microphone sounds amazing, but it's not the Noyman. It's a microphone that nobody knows. It looks really cool. It's like a little Martian or I don't know what. And I only made one or two videos with this microphone, and I put it away, and I took out the Noyman again because it's like watches. There's watches that are probably better. Like honestly, to my taste, I think this looks better than a Submariner. To me, the numbers are more interesting, the layout. But I know that a Submariner is better than this watch. So knowing that, I know that even though this microphone may sound better than the Noyman is still, I consider a better or more recognized microphone than this Blue. And Blue makes the Yeti, which is it's like when you talk about Seiko and Grand Seiko, a lot of people don't like Grand Seiko because it's all related to Seiko that, everybody has a Seiko. I mean, a Seiko 5, some kind of Seiko. So when you say I have a Seiko at my house, it doesn't really mean anything. Even if you say I have a Grand Seiko, you still have a Seiko. But saying Rolex or saying Patek is a whole different thing. Even though I know Grand Seiko could be same quality, as expensive, but it's still just too many people just a Seiko. So I think Blue, and for YouTube, saying Blue is not the same thing as saying I have a Noyman or I'm recording on a Noyman. No, I got addicted to these videos, and I started looking at this microphone, the RE20. And I love the sound of the RE20. In the meantime, I bought different microphones. I found this, which is a great sounding microphone. What is it? It's a Workbee. It's a great sounding microphone. It just, when you put it on screen, it's just too weird. So I never used it. I got this Shure Beta 58, which for YouTube I didn't like. For my voice, I didn't like the sound. Now, when it came to sounds that I do like, or let me put these away. This one that I do like, that I really, any video that I ever saw that I really, I heard it, and I watched a whole bunch of videos, a whole bunch of podcasts, a whole bunch of microphone reviews, and by far my favorite sound was always when I listened to somebody on a RE20. It's just I knew that it was gonna sound good with my voice. I knew I wanted it. I ordered it. I got it. Then when it showed up, I put it on camera, and it's a humongous microphone. Look at this thing, and I love the sound. I really do love the sound of this microphone. It's not connected, so I'm still going through the Noyman. I love the sound of this microphone, and I really tried to use this microphone. I've tried different angles, different, putting it in different situations, different mounts. I have a whole bunch of microphone mounts, and I couldn't keep it. Even though I love the sound, but there's something about the aesthetics about making a YouTube video. And I kept on looking for a microphone that wasn't this big. Even though I love this microphone, I'll put it away a little bit. But that wasn't really big, and that sounded good. And I went through many different, I have more microphones, but some of them are not. I have this little condenser mic. This is the Sennheiser 614, not the 416. This is the 614. Let's see if it'll focus. So it's a little pencil condenser mic, and I did, put it on different mounts. It sounds okay. It's not designed for voices. It's like for hi-hats or for cymbals or stuff like that. So it'll clip and it'll cut out. And I tried different things, and then I realized then this is one of these microphones that you have to put out a screen, and it'll sound okay, but of course it's not gonna sound like a microphone that's right next to your face. So I did try it. I couldn't do a video on it. I got different microphones, and there's more microphones around here. There's some other, but I still wanted a microphone that looked good on camera. Even though I know this microphone looks great, sounds great, I don't know what it is. It just I wanted something else, and I kept on looking and looking, and I saw this guy doing a review on the RE20. Of course, they have the RE27 or some different, some of them different. And then one time I saw a guy talking about the PL10, which is a vintage microphone from the 80s, which is basically this almost the same thing as this, but it's this right here, the PL10, much shorter. I'm gonna take it out of. It's basically a lot of the same things. It's just a condensed version of it. It is a dynamic microphone also, but as you can see, it's a much shorter microphone. It only comes in this color. I don't know what this color is. It's some kind of army gray or something. It's the RE20 comes in like a tannish color. This one's like a gray color. And I ordered it. I paid $300 for this microphone. Used. It didn't even have the clip. I'm still using the clip from this microphone from the RE20, but it fits it. I got one coming in the mail tomorrow for this. And I actually, it doesn't sound as clear as the RE20. It doesn't, but it has an amazing sound. Now, okay. Now I'm on the PL10. This is the elctro-voice PL10. And to my taste, to what I like, I think this microphone goes great on camera. At least for me, for what I'm trying to do, for the aesthetics I do, for being in front of a microphone that when people see it, people that know microphones will say, "Oh my God, he's got a PL10. That's like almost a rare mic." You can still find them, but they're not cheap. I got this one at $320, but it had a hum in it, so I had to take it apart and repair it. Of course, I used to be a watchmaker, so I have a whole bunch of watchmaking tools, and it wasn't really hard to repair. It was just a connection. Now I got rid of the hum. I got it for $320. I know they sell like $500, $700. I think the sound is great. I think the aesthetics on this microphone is great. I think that even at a distance, from a side, if I decide to use this microphone as a side address, of course I wouldn't, but just for because of process and stuff like that, many microphones you don't want to talk directly into it. In this case, this microphone I can talk directly into it, and the plosives are not too bad. Maybe because the capsule is just so old, it's been around for such a long time, but maybe it's not as sharp as it could have been at one time. But I think that for my voice, for the aesthetics of my videos, this ended up being the perfect microphone. Now, of course, it's not the Noyman. The Noyman is better sounding, but I think that for now, and I can't really think of a microphone that I would rather have than this one. Buying a Noyman U87 is I'm not even interested in that. I don't like the look of it. It's too big. If I had a studio where people were singing, then I could understand why the clarity of the voice is so important. But for a YouTube video, this microphone, the aesthetics and the sound, I think are just perfect for me. Now, like I said, every microphone is gonna be different. Don't hate me if I talked negative about a microphone. It's just that for my voice and for the earphones and for the room I have, this is the microphone that worked out. But especially the aesthetics. I think that I could have gotten this sound on any of these microphones because I can always EQ the sound a little bit, and I could have gotten the same sound. It wasn't so much the sound, it was more the aesthetics and picking up my voice from different angles. Now, I know some of these microphones are the patterns are different. Like this one's just like almost a beam. This one has a wider pattern, so this is a really good microphone for a YouTube video, especially if you're not gonna be, I see a lot of YouTubers that can have the microphone right in front of them. To me, that's good, but I'd rather have the microphone to the side of me, for different reasons, mainly plosives, but plosives, and I'd rather be in front of the camera and not have a big old microphone in front of me. But that's only the way I like to do videos, and I know this isn't a watch video and this is a watch channel, but I just want to talk a little bit about microphones. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.